Hello, Adam Cook here from GodIsAGeek.com, here with my good buddy friend, chappy matey Colm Ahern.
Hello, buddy, pal, buddy. Hello, Adam.
That's good enough, mate. What are we doing? We're looking at Lego Batman
Lego
3
Batman.
Beyond
Lego
Gotham.
Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Yes.
We are, and I'm looking at the box to this game, and I turn the back over and I see, well, actually I can't see Batman. There's like Green Arrow, and lots of people.
Other nondescript Detective Comics heroes. It's the subtitle is Beyond Gotham, and it is very much that because have you previous with the Lego Batman series?
I'm previous with the Lego series. Here's my Lego background. I think the series peaked. The best Lego game was the Lego Harry Potter ones. Now, I like Harry Potter, but I also felt that the idea of using your magic wand to make the Lego blocks build was almost definitive. But I played a bit of Lego. What was the PS4 launch one? Lego Super Marvel.
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
That one. I played a bit of that. I had never played the Lego Movie video game. I didn't play that, although I might now. I've seen the film. I have played one of the Lego Batman games, but I can't remember which one. I think it was probably the first one.
Right. Well, it's this is effectively you brought up Lego Marvel Superheroes. This is basically Lego DC Superheroes because.
Right.
You're not just in control of Batman or just Batman and Robin or whatever. It's Batman, Robin, Wonder Woman, Superman. There's the Flash.
But it is
Cyborgs.
Lego. I mean,
it's all Lego, but it's taking in the deeper DC universe, which it can be seen as a great introduction for people that aren't well up on their DC Comics stars, because basically, Adam, I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's a very popular movie series on at the minute in cinemas.
Right.
Well, not at this very minute, but over the past couple of years and over the coming years as well. And they are basically the Marvel movies, such as Captain America and Iron Man and the Avengers and Thor and everything. And these films have made household names of people like Samuel L. Jackson's character Nick Fury. Now, prior to Iron Man or any of them, you ask someone who Nick Fury is, just your bog standard person on the street, they have no fucking idea. But now they obviously do. Now, Beyond Gotham kind of suffers at points to people who aren't as up on their DC Comics because of, say, a character like Martian Manhunter, which isn't going to be as well known to the majority of people. But in saying that, as I said, this could be seen as an introduction, and also it's also one of the big selling points of the game, because your true comic nerds, your DC fanboys, are going to lap this up because of the amount of crossover here and some of the fringe characters kind of really being pushed to the fore. But even seeing the likes of Batman interacting with, say, Lex Luthor, or I don't know, whatever, Robin interacting with Wonder Woman, seeing that kind of crossover appeal is still quite endearing and pretty cool.
But I'm guessing, like you mentioned about like the big DC fans, I'm guessing this is how Kevin Smith must have got involved then, because he's obviously a well-known Bat fan, and he's in the game, and I guess
he's
that's
in the
why.
Game. There's a couple of celebrity little bits here and there, like Conan O'Brien.
Really?
Is there. Some of them are kind of weird. Like Conan O'Brien, basically, because the Lego Batman 2, and there was another, was it the Lord of the Rings Lego game? But one of them.
There was a Hobbit one as well, wasn't there?
Was it the Hobbit one? I'm trying to think. One of them anyway was open world. This one now isn't. It's just your kind of.
You're not thinking of Lego City Undercover, are you? The Wii U one. That was a proper open world game.
That was open world as well. But there was a Lego Batman 2. The Hobbit, I think, was as well. But
Jesus, there have been a lot of Lego games.
There have. This is the third or fourth this year alone, and
Jesus.
It's I actually prefer the more kind of focused, kind of linear style thing. But as well as that, you have these kind of hub levels, like you can go into the Batcave or the Watchtower where the Justice League are, stuff like that. And Conan O'Brien will be there, kind of introducing you to stuff. Now, I'm not a massive Conan O'Brien fan.
No,
I'm not a fan of Conan O'Brien at all. His involvement is a little bit kind of weird. Some of the celebrity involvement is kind of strange. But one thing, now in the Lego Marvel games, you get to save Stan Lee from certain kind of. He's like a little
collectible.
In this, it's Adam West, which is pretty cool. A nice little nod. Like in one of the first levels, Adam West is just on a raft while a shark is surrounding him, and he's just saying, "Please save me! I'm TV's Adam West." And again, just a nice little nod that DC fans will thoroughly enjoy. But Adam, the problem with Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham is that, well, I suppose the problem and a plus as well is that it's a Lego game.
It's like I mean, you could probably do a whole video on this, but like, what do you think they should do? What, you know, because I know what you're going to say, and you're going to say, as you did say, it's like the third or fourth Lego game this year. There's just constant Lego games. You know, they released Lego the Lord of the Rings, and then the Hobbit separately, and then they'll probably release another Lego the Hobbit with the third film or whatever. And it's like, they're never bad. Like that's the kind. It's almost annoying. Like if they were bad, you could just go like, yeah, this is bad. I'm sick of this. But they're never that. They're never bad. And
that's exactly it.
It's like it's hard to come down on them, but part of me's like, come on.
They're well made, fun little games, normally with charming dialogue.
Is this one of the voiced ones, by the way? Because there's some like back.
It is, yeah.
So it's yeah, okay, all right.
Fully voiced,
right.
And it's. I suppose it does miss some of the more physical gags in the silent Lego games, but it is well it's well written in a kind of a really cheesy sense, and
is it silly?
Yeah, completely.
Because one of the things I loved about like Lego Harry Potter and even Lego Indiana Jones was like they're pastiches, aren't they? They're kind of almost parodying the material. They're silly. They're not. It's not just a retelling. But I guess Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham is its own story, isn't it? It's not like
completely.
It's
not trying to retell a film or anything like that.
And I think they're at their best when they're doing that. Actually, well, I don't know. Are they? I don't know. What's your favourite Lego game?
I really enjoyed Lego City Undercover, which was the Wii U one.
It was
which
good.
Was again an original story. I kind of like when they can take the source material but then kind of branch out a little bit, and
I bet they never do that again.
But as I said, it's a positive that it's a Lego game because, as you said, they're well made, they're fun. The co-op is normally enjoyable, but
I know it's the co-op with split screen this time as well. It's not that weird thing they do
where it stretches.
Yeah,
but it's just the same. It's very, very samey.
It's like, do you know what they could do to get me into it again?
What's that?
Online co-op.
Yeah, it's true.
Like if I could play this game online co-op, so it becomes one of those games a bit like a Diablo or something where you can just throw the game on and be playing with your mate in the other side of the world, but you're just chatting like we are now, boss playing. That would interest me again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the moment-to-moment stuff, you're just doing it and you're just chatting away. You both shut up for the cutscene or whatever, and then you just, that. I don't get why that's not in there. Like, how many games have they had?
I don't know.
They must make money. They must make money because they keep doing them. I mean,
I would imagine so. And like when you attach something like an Indiana Jones, a Harry Potter, a Lego, blah blah blah, they're obviously going to get fans of both the Lego series and in this case DC or Batman. But it's a well-made, it's a good game. It's quite fun. It's just the sameness can get jarring. And it would be nice to see the Lego series as a whole do something different. What that different thing is, I'm not too sure. Maybe they get more creative with the integration of Lego in terms of gameplay, because I mean, since the dawn of time, it's a case of you see hopping blue bricks, you press the B button on your Xbox pad or the circle button on the PS4. And he builds some structure to continue the story. Maybe they get a little bit more advanced with that and actually have you build things.
Look, we could talk about Lego all day. Well, could we? Could we talk about Lego all day?
Probably for a considerable portion of the day, at least.
But let's not and say go and read your review. You know, it's a good game. It's a good game. It doesn't change things up drastically, but they never do. Other than that, he's been Colm Ahern.
I have.
I've been Adam Cook, and do make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/GodIsAGeek. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.